Hey, doing another video here. Chilling at the house before I head out. I'm actually at my sister's, which is pretty nice. She's got a great house over here. I'm in Illinois right now. One of the things that I want to talk to you about today, I'm looking at a plant right now. I was going to say plants, but it's not. It's not that idea, right? I want to talk to you about the idea of growth. We sometimes skip out on the idea of growth for ourselves, right? You might think, you don't need to grow anymore, right? You don't need to grow anymore. And I would challenge that idea. I was listening to a guy named Jordan Peterson today, and I shout out a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, a lot of the stuff that that I like and am doing, and listening to and putting into sort of my own self, my own consciousness, because of the fact that I want you to have it, right? I want you to be able to share in this with me, and I offer these perspectives to you. I share these perspectives with you so that you may have for yourself whatever it is that you want. I don't know what it is that you want, right? But we're all here kind of exploring and creating ideas around what it is that you would rather have, right? Like, you know what you wouldn't want to have, like, because a lot of the stuff that you're doing right now, I would imagine, if you're like most people, is from a place of, well, you're not sure if you want that, right? And a lot of times when I'm operating on stuff for myself, I know what I want. I know what it is that I would rather be doing. I'm actually doing a lot of the business stuff that I'm doing because I would rather be doing that than a job. I was just thinking about this today. Why do we have jobs? Like, why is that something that functionally we believe is useful? Well, it's a good thing. It's a good idea. It's something nice, right? Like, to have a job. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful idea. Like, oh, I have someone who I can do work for that I enjoy, right? And everyone enjoys their job, but I hope you do. And in exchange, right, they give me money, give me opportunities. I get to go places. I get to talk to new people. That's a beautiful idea. But then I said, well, why wouldn't more people want to be self-employed? Why wouldn't you want to have a job that you have control over, in the sense that, if you don't go in that day, if you want to go to, I don't know, a different state, or ride on your motorcycle, or whatever it is that you do, right? Like, for your relaxation, whatever that is, whatever it looks like for you. If you could just have that ability to just do that, why wouldn't you want to do that more often? And I thought about this idea. I said, well, I've never really considered this in that way. I've thought about it before, but I've never considered it like, why don't more people want to do that, right? And again, I was talking to one of my friends, Dan, the same day, because I made this video. I batch these sometimes, and a couple of these, the last one that I did, we were talking about stuff, and we were talking about the idea. That people are average, right? The idea that there's a lot of people in the world who operate on average perspective, right? They believe that they're average. They act on average. They act in fear, and you can just speak against that, right? You don't have to be an average. You don't have to be average. You don't have to end up average. You don't have to decide to be average. You can be as extraordinary as you want, right? You can be as free as you want. You can be as open as you want. There's no limit to what it is that you can do, that you want to do for yourself, right? You don't have to live in fear. Most people don't even know that you don't have to live in fear. Most people don't even know that you don't have to live in a way that creates more of what you don't want, right? Just don't do that. Just decide different things. Just say, well, you know what? Fuck that. I don't curse too much on here, right? I try to keep it to a minimum, but sometimes that wakes you up, right? Sometimes it's a little bit out there, and you hear it, and you say, you know what? To hell with that, right? I don't want that anymore. I don't need that anymore in my life. Those are the kinds of decisions that I want you to be making, right? I'm on here because I want to share with you some of the ideas and perspectives that I've created and picked up, right? I've kind of explored these ideas, and what's ended up here for me, right? What's ended up in the situation that I'm in, and the situations that I continue to be in, right, in my life, with work and things that I do, right, like on the entrepreneurial route. There's a lot of like free energy, like it's like, the idea is that there's a lot of space between you and what you want to create. And sometimes you have to close that gap, but all you have to do is to close that gap is just make a decision. You just have to say, no, this is what I'm doing. This is how it is. This is what I want. And just roll into that, right? And I don't know what your, religious beliefs are. I don't know what that is like for you, right? But you could just trust God, right? In the sense that trust God, trust the universe, trust benevolence, trust yourself, whatever. You can call it whatever you want, right? There's a guiding force that keeps you safe, right? Something that helps you, right? A lot of people do call it God. I do myself. But it's just the idea. It's just the idea that you don't need to have all the answers, right? You don't need to know all the stuff. That's a hard concept for some people to pick up, right? Because everyone wants to know everything. You want to know all the stuff, but you don't have to, right? You're here to grow, right? You're here to advance yourself and move through different things that you are challenging yourself with, so that you can become the best person you can be, right? So that you can become the best entity, right? The best way that you want to be. You can decide this for yourself, and you can live in that, and you can be in that, right? And you can choose that every day. It's up to you. It's up to you to do this. There's no one else who can do this for you. It's up to you to make these decisions. It's up to you to climb this mountain, right? You have these abilities. There's no one in the way. There's no one stopping you, right? So you can feel good about that. That's something that I want you to feel good about. I want you to really ease into this for yourself in a way that allows you to be more free, right? You can sort of, sometimes you can feel that there's like a beautiful milky feeling, right? Like gratitude in your heart that you can feel a lot of times when you let go of perspectives that may be holding you back, or you embrace things that could make you build you, right? That could build you up, make you feel more whole in that sense. And there's nobody here, right? There's nobody on earth here that's going to complete you or anything like that. No one's going to give you something that you don't already have, because you're already whole, right? You're already full. But the idea is that you can explore more, right? You can explore more of yourself. You can try different things. You can go new places. That's a big one, right? Going new places and doing things that you actually want to do. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful idea. So a lot of what I talk about on here is from the perspectives that in doing that, right, I want to give you practical advice. I want to give you personal advice. I want to give you, I just want to share with you things that have worked. I don't even know if it could be classified as advice, right? You can take it as that. You can take it as advice. I hope that you do if it's helpful to you, right? But a lot of it I just want to share with you because I know it can be useful to you. I know it can be helpful to you. I know it can make it so you can feel that freedom for yourself, and you can choose better things that you do prefer, the things that you like, the things that make you happy, the things that make you energized, right? There's a big thing about energy, right? The things that give you energy, the things that excite you, right? I thought about this idea before recently. I was laying up in a bed and I was just kind of tiddling around, and I was thinking, I said, I want a horse, right? I said, I want a horse. And I had never really considered that before, ever, really. I had horses at one time in my life before, but I never really considered that I would want one again. I said, I want one because I would like to tour the country on a horse. Why not? Like, why can't I do something like that? Why can't I make that for myself and still go with it? Like, why not? And I thought about it, and I said, there's really no reason why I shouldn't be able to do that. There's really no reason why that can't happen, right? And these are just things that I'm sharing, right? I'm running a little bit low on time on this one, but I just wanted you to keep this stuff in mind, and hopefully you can use it. I might go into more story about the horse on the next one here. Just stay tuned. We're gonna keep doing this, right? I'll see you soon.